Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has stoked a controversy with his uncanny act of pulling down a niqab from a woman doctor's face during a government event in Patna. The incident occurred at the Chief Minister's residence where appointment letters were being distributed to newly recruited AYUSH doctors. CM Nitish Kumar gestured towards Nusrat Parveen, who was one of the appointees, and asked about her niqab. And moments later, the CM pulled down the newly appointed woman doctor's niqab, sparking massive backlash. The video, which has gone viral on social media, has armed the opposition, which has been claiming that the sitting Bihar Chief Minister is mentally unstable and should step down from his post. In fact, time and again, the opposition has been citing instances of Bihar Chief Minister acting indifferent, like in May this year. Nitish Kumar had put a flower pot on an officer's head. Then Bihar Chief Minister was seen laughing and talking during national anthem at another event. RJD leader Tejashwi Yadav had also questioned Bihar Chief Minister's mental health when he was seen doing Namaste multiple times during a video conference event with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in October. The opposition has labelled it an insult of Muslim women and has demanded Nitish Kumar to step down from his post. However, the JDU and BJP has called opposition's charge baseless and countered with a 2023 video of then Rajasthan Chief Minister and Congress leader Ashok Gehlot lifting a woman's veil or ghungat, questioning why the opposition was silent back then. Sample the reactions coming in.
ये अत्यंत ही चिंतनीय और निंदनीय है। आदरणीय मुख्यमंत्री नीतीश कुमार जी की मानसिक स्थिति क्या है, इससे पता चलता है। जिस तरह से उन्होंने एक मुस्लिम महिला के हिजाब को हटाने का प्रयास किया, ये सार्वजनिक मंचों से एक और महिला सम्मान की बात करते हैं, दूसरी ओर महिला का अपमान करते हैं।
वो किसी महिला के बुर्का नहीं था, किसी मजहब का माहौल था और मजहब के साथ उन्होंने छेड़छाड़ किया है और अब अपनी बुजुर्गियत और उम्र का हवाला दे करके उस मामले में सिंपैथी हासिल करना चाहते हैं।
देखिए, बिहार के मुख्यमंत्री नीतीश कुमार ने बहुत ही शर्मनाक और वाहियात हरकत की है। हाँ, किसने अधिकार दिया आपको?
इन्हें वीडियो जारी करते रहने दीजिए, जनता इनकी कतई परवाह करने के लिए तैयार नहीं है। अब ये हास्यास्पद जो इनके तौर तरीके हैं उसको जनता ने पहले भी नकारा है। अब तो 25 पर आ गए तेजस्वी जी, अगली बार 5 भी आएंगे कि नहीं पता नहीं।
नहीं, हिजाब नहीं हटाया यार, क्या आप बोलते रहे। वो ठीक है, वो बाप बेटी के तरह उन्होंने कहा रे इसको खोलिए, ठीक है। वो बच्ची और बाप का जो रिश्ता होता है, नीतीश कुमार जी का जो एक भाव था या है उस रूप में, हाँ ठीक है, हिजाब हटाना हम इसको बहुत सही नहीं मानते, लेकिन आलोचना जो है ना सकारात्मक करिए। जरूरी नहीं है कि हर बातों की आलोचना नकारात्मक हो। निश्चित रूप से हिजाब नहीं हटाना चाहिए, लेकिन उनका जो दृष्टि और भाव था वो पिता और बेटी वाला था।
And shifting our focus now to the controversy that Congress party has stoked once again. Once again, Congress leader has been heard insulting the Indian Army. This time, Prithviraj Chavan, Maharashtra ex-CM and the Congress leader, has sparked major controversy, saying that why do we need to maintain the Indian Army? Why is there a need to maintain 12 lakh soldiers? This is not shocking enough. Former Maharashtra Chief Minister and Congress leader claimed this while talking about Operation Sindoor. He said that India was defeated on the first day of Operation Sindoor and Indian aircrafts were shot down during the 4-day conflict. Chavan was also addressing a press conference in Pune when he made this controversial remark. Now, Chavan went on to claim that the Indian Army and Indian Air Force was completely grounded amid the probability of being shot down by Pakistan. The ruling BJP has slammed the Congress leader for his remarks, calling Congress habitual of insulting army. Sample the reactions and then my colleague Anuj joins us.
भारताची जी सैन्यामध्ये जी सुपेरियरिटी होती, आपल्याकडे जवळजवळ 12-15 लाखाचं स्टँडिंग आर्मी आहे, पाकिस्तानकडे 5-7 लाखाची, आपण खूप स्ट्रॉंग होतो त्या मानाने. पण ते सगळे संपले कारण त्याला युद्धच होणार नाही. त्यामुळे तुमच्याकडे 12 लाख सैन्य आहे का 25 लाख सैन्य आहे का 1 कोटी सैन्य, याला काय अर्थ राहिला नाही, कारण युद्धच होणार नाही, कोणी करूनच देणार नाही तुम्हाला. ते आत्ता आपण ऑपरेशन सिंदूरमध्ये पाहिलं की मिलिटरीची 1 किलोमीटर सुद्धा कुठं हालचाल झाली नाही. ते 2-3 दिवस झालं ते फक्त हवाई युद्ध झालं, मिसाईल युद्ध झालं. आता पुढची युद्ध तशीच होणार आहेत. मग आपल्याला 12 लाख आर्मी ठेवायची काय गरज आहे का?
Sena ka apman is Congress's only pehchan. The manner in which Prithviraj Chavan, who is the close aide of Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, has once again insulted the armed forces. He says that during Operation Sindoor, we lost on the first day. He also says that our Air Force suffered heavy casualties. And then he goes on to add that during aerial wars, now the armed forces is not required. So why do we even keep a 12 lakh army? We should make some other work out of these soldiers. We should use them for some other work. This is the mindset of the Congress party. They always undermine the manobal of our forces. From Sadak Ka Gunda to saying that Kargil Vijay Divas should not be celebrated because it is a BJP war. This is the same Prithviraj Chavan who questioned Operation Mahadev. This is the same Congress party which questioned Operation Sindoor and called it failure. They called it Chutput. They even questioned surgical strike, Balakot airstrike. And during their tenure, they never allowed the armed forces to take any action on Pakistan. In fact, 26/11, they gave Pakistan a clean sheet, and they also said that most favored nation status should be given to Pakistan. Now they are undermining Operation Sindoor. कांग्रेस की एक ही पहचान, करो सेना के मनोबल पर चोट और सेना का अपमान. This is the true face of the Congress. From surgical strike, from Balakot airstrike, from Operation Sindoor to Operation Mahadev, they undermine the armed forces always.
Senior Congress leader and former Maharashtra Chief Minister Prithviraj Chavan has made a statement about Operation Sindoor that has sent shockwaves, especially in the BJP camp. Prithviraj Chavan, who had earlier spoken about Operation Mahadev and had questioned, the claims that were made by the government when the parliament session was on, has again, only today morning has spoken about Operation Sindoor on 2 occasions and has said that India lost the war on the very first day after launching Operation Sindoor, following the Pulwama terrorist attack that took place in Kashmir. While speaking to people and while speaking to media away from Mumbai, Prithviraj Chavan said that it was the very first day when the Indian Air Force was put on the back foot. In fact, the situation was so bad that all of our fighter jets, all of our ammunitions that were taking off from either Gwalior or Bhatinda were being put down by the Pakistani side, and as a result of that, the government took a call to not have any sort of an air force presence there at all. Now, what this has done is that it has put Congress in a tricky position, because this is not the first time that the former Chief Minister of Maharashtra has made a statement questioning India's claims, or the claims made by Indian Army as well, as far as Operation Sindoor or its war against terror is concerned.
Gaurav and Saurabh Luthra, the owners of the Birch by Romeo Lane nightclub in North Goa, where a massive fire killed 25 people on December 6th, have now been sent to 2-day transit remand of the Goa police. They were arrested by Goa police as soon as they landed in Delhi after being deported from Thailand. The Goa police had sought 3-day transit remand, but the court allowed only 48 hours. This after the Luthra brothers were produced before the Patiala House Court. NDTV has accessed their visuals inside the aircraft which brought them back. They landed in Delhi and were taken into custody by the cops. As per the procedure, they will be taken to a Delhi court where cops will take their transit remand to Goa. Remember, the Luthra brothers have been charged with culpable homicide, among other serious charges. They were deported from Thailand earlier today. And my colleague Nupur is joining me with more details. Take a look.
After a long wait, the Luthra brothers were finally produced before the Delhi's Patiala House Court. The Patiala House Court has for now granted the Goa police a 2-day transit remand for the Luthra brothers. Now the Goa police will be taking the brothers straight to the airport, and from there they are expected to board flight in the morning around 8 a.m. to Goa. Today, while the court was hearing their case, the Luthra brothers were seen crying profusely, and they broke down inside the court when they saw their family members. The court had allowed their family members inside the court and to interact with them for some time. However, the court has for now given this 2-day transit remand to the Goa police, and from now on the case will proceed in Goa, and they will be taken to Goa in the morning. It will be important to see that how legal proceedings unfold from there on.
The police in Telangana has come out with fresh details on the Bondi beach attack in Australia, where it has now emerged that one of the attackers, 50-year-old Sajid Akram, was originally from Hyderabad and had migrated to Australia in November 1998. His Australian-born son, Naveed Akram, who was also involved in the attack in which 15 innocent people were shot dead, was a naturalized Australian citizen. Sajid, the father, held an Indian passport as per the Telangana cops. Australian authorities have declared that this was a terrorist attack, with reports confirming the pair were inspired by ISIS ideology. Relatives in India report limited contact with them over these 27 years, with Sajid visiting 6 times, mainly for family matters, and expressed no knowledge of any radical mindset. They insist the radicalization had no connection to India or Telangana, where police confirmed no adverse record against him before 1998. Investigators in Australia found homemade ISIS flags and IEDs in their vehicle, with the younger Akram having once been under the scanner in Australia. This underscores the persistent threat of ISIS-inspired radicalization that is going unchecked. Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese visited Sydney Hospital to pay a visit to a man who disarmed an apparent gunman during Sunday's mass shooting in Bondi. Albanese described Ahmed Al-Ahmed as a true Australian hero who saved many lives.
Very strong. Think you've got my heart is strong. Think you'll get courage is inspiring. Think you've got my very strong. Think you've got my heart is strong. Think you'll get courage is inspiring. Think you've got my very strong. Think you've got my heart is strong. Think you'll get courage is inspiring. Think you've got my very strong. Think you've got my heart is strong. Think you'll get courage is inspiring. Think you've got my.
A video that travelled fastest across social media was of a man lunging from behind, wrapping his arms around a gunman. This is the story of Ahmed Al-Ahmed, who confronted and disarmed one of the attackers that attacked Bondi Beach, and several people were killed. The video on the screen shows you how bravely he managed to disarm one of the attackers and then went on to hiding and conflicting and fighting to save many lives. Take a look at our report.
In the immediate aftermath of one of the most devastating mass shootings in Australia's modern history, a video rapidly circulating on social media showed a man charging from behind and restraining a gunman. A Sydney resident who disarmed a terrorist during a deadly attack at Australia's Bondi Beach. His name is Ahmed Al-Ahmed, now being hailed as a hero. Father of two, Ahmed hid behind parked cars before charging at one of the terrorists from behind, seizing his rifle and knocking him to the ground. Following his act of bravery, his name spread widely, as did a detail that turned out to be wrong. Various media outlets and publications described Ahmed Al-Ahmed as a fruit shop owner. But the fact is that he's not a fruit seller from Sydney's Sutherland Shire. He is in fact the owner of a tobacco and specialty convenience store which he has operated since 2021. The misidentification spread rapidly as Australians searched for ways to express gratitude in the aftermath of the attack, which left at least 15 people dead and dozens more wounded. As a result, messages of gratitude were mistakenly sent to a fruit shop in southern Sydney that people believed belonged to Al-Ahmed. Sutherland Best Fresh quickly addressed the confusion. In a Facebook post on Monday morning, the owners wrote that they were deeply saddened by the tragedy in Bondi and clarified that there had been a misunderstanding regarding the hero's identity and business. They stated that they did not know Ahmed Al-Ahmed nor the location of any fruit shop associated with him, while praising his courage wishing him a speedy recovery and offering prayers for all those affected by the attack. Ahmad is now recovering in a hospital as tributes pour in for him. NDTV Bureau Report.
On that note, slipping into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. Keep watching NDTV. Trinamool Congress leader and West Bengal ex-minister now, Arup Biswas, who is under fire for the chaos at football great Lionel Messi's visit to Kolkata, has resigned from his post to ensure an impartial investigation into this fiasco. Biswas wrote to Mamata Banerjee, Chief Minister and Trinamool Congress Chief, offering to step down as the state's Minister for Sports and Youth Affairs, Power and Non-Conventional Energy and Housing. The West Bengal government has meanwhile formed a special investigation team comprising 3 IPS officers to probe the chaos at Kolkata's Salt Lake Stadium on Saturday, when Messi visited as part of the GOAT India tour, but then his visit lasted for only 15 minutes, resulting in chaos and fans expressing their anger by destructing and vandalizing public property. Now, TMC has furthermore said that so many people were killed at the Kumbh Mela during the government's rule and the New Delhi railway station stampede happened, but there was no action by the BJP. But within an hour of the incident in Bengal, the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee apologized and action is being taken against everyone. That's why the BJP is rattled and is firing charges against the TMC in West Bengal. Sample the reactions.
सरकार के राज में कुंभ में इतना लोग मारे गए, नई दिल्ली रेलवे स्टेशन में इतने लोग मारे गए, आप लोग जाके सवाल करते हैं उनसे क्या? योगी आदित्यनाथ से सवाल किया आप? सुकांत मजूमदार से सवाल किए हैं? न्यू दिल्ली रेलवे स्टेशन में जब स्टैम्पीड में इतने लोग मारे गए थे, आप लोग जाके बीजेपी का कोई भी नेता से मंत्री से सवाल पूछते हैं? मुख्य बंगाल में जो घटना हुआ उसके 1 घंटे के अंदर द चीफ मिनिस्टर हैज अपोलोजाइज्ड. भाई झुकता वही है जिसमें जान है, अकड़ तो मुर्दों की पहचान है.
NDTV's managing editor Shivarur has spoken to former Indian footballer Baichung Bhutia over the Messi event and also the state of affairs of Indian football. Listen in.
Did it bother you that there was so much VIP access, the politicians hogging the limelight, getting into the frames? One can understand, sponsors have to get their share of the moment with him. But so much selfie culture with the netas, sports minister, etc., taking all the limelight. And we saw that the fans really didn't get their due.
No, I think Messi's tour of India, and especially with Kolkata trip, the first trip, I think made aware that how much VIP culture is there in sports. And this has been happening over the years. I think if you look at any sporting event, the sport and the sports person should be getting the priority, but it's always been netas or some big bureaucrats coming in. So I think this kind of changes has to happen because the sport has to be given the priority. And I think Messi's tour and especially the Bengal tour has exposed that this has been happening. And yes, I think it was a disaster thing, that's the way it happened in Kolkata. But as I said, it's been happening over the years. And I hope with this incident, with Messi's trip to India, and especially with Kolkata, the way things were managed, I hope in future that, sport is given the importance, the sports person there. I've seen a lot of, sporting events in India, bigger ones or smaller ones. You all wait for Neta or a chief guest to come in. Yeah. Till the time the chief guest is not there, the match also gets delayed. And then when you come in, there's a match happening, there's a bhasan, there is speech for the chief guest, whoever may be bureaucrat or a politician or a film star. I think the sport is the most important thing, and people have come to watch the sport and the sports person there. And in those occasions, those events, I think the sports person and the sports has to be given the maximum priority and not have a VIP culture and, look after only the VIP ones and the chief guests.